Hey everyone, Namaste and welcome to the second episode of Yoga Shakti with me, Shailaja Menon. So, today, before we step into the practice, I would just like to set the context of asana. Now, for most of you, asana may look like a stretch, seem like a stretch, and it most definitely feels like a stretch. But it is so much more than that. And it is only our limited perspective that confines it to a stretch. According to my teacher Manoj Kaimal, the asana is a portal through which we connect to the body, not just as flesh, as muscle, as bone, and as tissue, but also as energy, as awareness, as consciousness, and as the chitta with its different elements of the manas, the buddhi, and the ahamkara, the mind, the intellect, and the ego. Now, today, we're going to look at two important aspects. One is hip flexion, and the other is hamstring flexibility. Now, whether we realize it or not, most of us are seated for most part of the day. We sit in our cars and we go to work, and there usually we're seated for most of the time. And then we sit in our cars again. And at home, we're seated either at the dining table or in front of the television. Now, this does not help the hamstring as it either shortens it or weakens it. Now, hamstring length is important for the free movement of the pelvis. And this free movement of the pelvis is important for the health of the spine. This hamstring flexibility and hip flexion is also required in the sun salutations, which we will be going into in the following episodes. The third position of the sun salutation requires deep hip flexion as well as hamstring flexibility. That position is called uttanasana, which is a standing forward fold. So now let's get started, and I do hope you enjoy the class. Namaste. So let's get started, and I hope you have a strap or a towel or a dupatta and something to substitute for a block as well, a book if you don't have a block. So before going into the asana practice, just a reminder about the context of the asana, that it is not just the body, but it is also about your breath, awareness of your breath, and awareness of your mind. Yeah, so let's get started. We're going to start with a deep hip flexion called a knee hug position. So it's fairly simple, just lying on your back. Just bend the right knee and try to get that right thigh to come as close to your abdomen as possible. Yeah, and then eventually you can use your hands to gently draw that thigh towards you. Now, for some of you, this might be a little hard, or your leg might be a little bit here. Yeah, it might not come down all the way to the abdomen. And that's perfectly fine, right? What is important is that you just work with your body where it is at this point in time, right? For me, this comes fairly easy. So, this is my position, but it doesn't necessarily have to be yours. So, just holding it here for a few seconds, just close your eyes, focus on your breath as you inhale and exhale. And then slowly beginning to move. Yeah, so when you begin to move, just really flow with your breath. As you inhale, just extend that right leg out. As you exhale, draw it back in. So move with your breath. Inhale, extend the leg out. As you exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, extend the leg out. As you exhale, draw it back in. And for the last time, as you inhale, extend the leg out. And as you exhale, draw it back in. Now hold it here for a few seconds and slowly release the leg. Now we repeat the same thing on the left side. So just bend the left knee and draw it in towards your body. Use your hands at the end to gently help you here. Try to get that thigh as close to your abdomen as possible and just hold for a few seconds. So close your eyes, focus on your breath. Just make that connection with your breath as you inhale and exhale. Now we slowly start to move dynamically, but we move in awareness with the breath. So as you inhale, extend the leg forward. As you exhale, draw it back in. As you inhale, extend the leg forward. As you exhale, draw it back in. As you inhale, extend the leg forward. As you exhale, draw it back in. And for the last time, as you inhale, extend the leg out. As you exhale, draw it back in. Now slowly release the leg and just stay here for a few seconds. Keep your eyes closed. Just allow your feet to relax. Allow your arms to open. Just focus on your breath as you inhale and exhale. Just sensing the flow of your breath. Sensing the energy of your body. Sensing the state of your mind. Now we're going to go into another position that in the Manasa style we call Supta Marichi. So Supta simply means lying down. So for this, it is helpful to just bend your left knee, place the left foot on the floor, and then as you exhale, bend the right knee and bring that right knee all the way down towards the floor. Right? So when you look here, just try to check your alignment. Make sure that that right knee and your right heel are in one line, right? Because sometimes the leg might go out there or sometimes the heel may come in, right? So we're trying to get that alignment where the knee and the heel are in one line. And then once you feel fairly comfortable here, you can slowly work on straightening that left heel forward. And you will notice that it really deepens your stretch. So you may notice that as your left heel goes forward, your right knee might rise a little bit, and that's okay. You can just try to find that balance. So sometimes you can allow that left hip to lift, your left knee to bend, allow that right knee to come down, or sometimes you can just allow that right knee to lift a bit so that you can really work through that left side. So just hold it here for a few seconds, just really feeling that deep release along your hamstrings, along the glutes, and just focus on your breath. Now slowly working on the more dynamic version with your breath. So as you inhale, just allow the leg to go down, touch the floor. As you exhale, you bring the knee back down, and in the end, you just use your hand to help you to just press that knee down. Yeah, so as you inhale, the foot goes down towards the floor. As you exhale, the knee comes down. As you inhale, the foot goes down. As you exhale, the knee comes down. And for the last time, just bring the knee down as best as you can and really be where you are. And most importantly, be at peace wherever you are. And slowly release it, working similarly through the left side, right? So just bend the left knee and then bring that knee down all the way to the floor. Yeah, so I did mention that you can bend the right knee. It makes it easier to bring the left knee down. Yeah, so you can do that. And then when you feel fairly comfortable, you just release that right heel forward. Yeah, so since you know how to do this, I'm just working a little bit faster. So check the alignment that the left heel and the left knee are in one line. Yeah, so making that connection with your body as well. So asana is really a tool through which we connect deeper to the body. Yeah, so we move into the dynamic position. So where again move with your breath as you inhale, the foot comes down. As you exhale, the knee comes down. Working with awareness, working with focus, this awareness of the body, awareness of the breath, and most importantly, awareness of your mental chatter that goes on in the mind, and slowly release. Okay, so now we have to use the strap, or you can use your towel, whatever you have with you. So again, to help us, it's always easier to start off keeping one knee bent. Yeah. So you can place that left foot on the floor because we're going to be working with the right side now. And then just bend the right knee, use your strap. Yeah. So just using the strap here and work on straightening your leg out as much as you can. Yeah, so this, as you can see and feel, it gives you a beautiful stretch along the glutes, along the hamstrings, along the back of the knee, along your calves, right? It's really very comfortable to do as well because you can lie on your backs and just work on drawing that leg towards you. Yeah, so really opening up the back of your right leg. And then, like in the earlier position, whenever you feel like you've eased into the pose, just allowing that left heel to slightly slide forward. And as the heel slides forward, you can feel a deepening of the stretch along the back of the right leg. Yeah, so also seeing the interconnection between the different parts of the body, keeping your awareness along the back of your right leg. You can even close your eyes here for a few seconds, just really sensing your right leg, the thigh, the back of the thigh, the back of your knee, your calves, just sensing that deep release along the back of your legs. Now slowly release the strap. If you're practicing on your own, you can hold for longer. Yeah. So moving into the dynamic movement. So again, as you inhale, lower the leg down. As you exhale, lift the leg back up. Yeah, so just going with the really connecting to the flow. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and last round as you inhale and exhale all the way up. So this gives you that beautiful deep hip flexion as well. And as you exhale, slowly release it all the way down. Yeah, so working with your left side. So like I said, you can bend the right knee, place the right foot on the mat, and then use your strap here. As you bend the left knee, place the strap on the left foot and slowly straighten the leg. Yeah, so just working to your best point. So for some of you, maybe if your hamstring is tight, then you will probably be here somewhere. Yeah, and that is fine as well. So know that wherever you are, that is the best place to begin, right? And with regular practice, you will find your body responding, your body becoming more open, more flexible. All that is required from you is to stay with the practice consistently. Now you can slowly ease that right heel forward, just allowing that heel to slide forward, and you will find the resistance to the back of your left thigh increase as that right heel goes forward. And just holding it here, close your eyes, just sensing that deep release along the back of your left leg, sensing your left thigh, the left knee, the left calves, just connecting to that whole back of your left leg. Now we're going into the dynamic movement. So again, flow with your breath. As you inhale, lower the leg down. As you exhale, draw the leg back up. Yeah, so just flowing with the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Yeah, so feel that deep hip flexion here, and then slowly release the leg forward. Yeah, now just close your eyes, just relax, allow your legs to flow apart, allow the arms to open, allow your shoulders to roll back. Just sense your body, sense the energy along your legs, sense the hips, just staying with it. So just roll over to your side and come up, go onto your knees, and we move into another deep hip flexion position called the lunge fold. Yeah, so just bring your right leg forward, make sure that the right knee and the right heel are in one line, and also when you look at the left side, your left hip and your left knee are in line. Yeah, so the danger here is if you're not conscious, sometimes you may notice that the hip goes back. So try to just stay here, make sure that the alignment is maintained. Now take your right arm inside of your left knee and allow yourself to just fold down towards the floor. Right? So again, this might be hard for some of you. So what you can do is try to just keep a block here, and then instead of your hands going towards the floor, your hands can just rest on the block. Yeah, so just staying here for a few seconds. Maintaining your alignment, maintaining that deep hip flexion. And now we just flow into some dynamic movement. So just move the blocks away, just slowly holding your elbows, just rising up, and then with every exhale, just going back down. So as you inhale, just rising up, as you exhale, going down. Inhale, just rising up, exhale, going down. Inhale, rising up, exhale, and going down. Yeah, slowly release your hands. Take the knee back and we work on the left side. Yeah, so for you all to see better, I'll just turn side. So bring that left knee forward. Yeah, and then slowly release your elbows down towards the floor. So again, check your alignment. Where is your left knee? Is it in line with your left heel? Where is your right hip? Is it in line with your right knee? Just staying here for a few seconds, close your eyes. Just making that connection with your breath as you inhale and exhale. Just staying with the breath. Just sensing your body, sensing your breath, and slowly beginning to move. So you can just come up a little bit and exhale and going down. Inhale and coming up. Exhale and going down. Inhale and coming up. Each time trying to fold deeper. Inhale and coming up and going all the way down and stay. So we're going to move into the final position for today, Ardha Hanumanasana. Hanumanasana is actually the full split position. Ardha's half, so we're moving into the half split position. I'm going on changing my side so as to help you to see better. So just bring the right leg forward here. So again, this, as you can see, gives a really deep stretch along your hamstrings, the back of the knees, the calves, as well as your glutes. So here again, your blocks will come very handy. If your hands, it's quite challenging actually to get your hands to the floor. So if the hands don't come to the floor, this is where you can use your blocks and just place your hands on the blocks, right? And just allow the hamstrings to ease gently, to release, to open, right? So I'm quite all right, so I'm not going to use the blocks. And from here, just working to deepen the stretch, yeah? So you can gently bend your elbows a little bit. That allows you to deepen your stretch a little bit more, right? So many ways in which you can increase the stretch. So you can pulse a little bit here. Inhale and come up. Exhale and going down. Inhale and coming up. Exhale and going down. So each time you release down, the stretch deepens. Exhale and going down. Inhale and coming up. Exhale and going down. Yeah, and then from here, another beautiful position that helps you to release your left hip flexors is a deep lunge where you just bend the right knee and allow that left hip to come forward. Yeah, so your position will look something like this. So again, you can move back. So each time you move back, you try to get that abdomen to stay close to your thigh. Yeah, so that even when you release it forward, each time you release it forward, you try to move your foot slightly forward. Yeah, but that abdomen to thigh touch is maintained. And then exhale again, fold deeply. Try to maintain that. And then you can slide your heel forward again, right? Just as much as you can. And fold again. And slowly bring the foot back. Yeah, so we change sides. I'm going to twirl around again, right? So just bring your left leg forward here, right? So those of you who need to use blocks, you can just place a block here, place a block here, right? You remain very steady when you do that. So I'm just going to set my blocks aside, right? And then maintain again here. There's that alignment of your, try to keep that knee as straight as possible, right? And then try to maintain your right hip, right knee also in line. Okay, and then you gently start pulsing. So as you inhale, just lift the chest. As you exhale, fold deep. Inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, fold deep. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, fold deep. Inhale, exhale, and stay. Okay, and then slowly walking back, right? So moving into that deep lunge. So bend that left knee, right? And then just move that hip forward. So you really feel that stretch along the right hip flexors. Okay, so just moving gently, and then each time you come forward, you just try to slide that heel forward, yeah, so that stretch becomes deeper, more intense, and then maintain that touch, that abdomen to thigh as you fold. And then as you come up, you slide your heel forward some more, and then you fold, right? And then you stay here, right? Feel that deep opening along the hip flexors,